Hello everyone. Today we are going to have a look at Elliot Anderson, another of Manchester United's midfield targets this summer. We are going to have a brief look at his profile, what kind of a player he is, and analyze statistically, of course, that can he fit and how will he fit into Manchester United and Carrick's system. And we are going to have a look at his partnership with Kobe Manu. So it is going to be interesting, guys, because Anderson is an exciting prospect for United. So let's dive deep into this. Okay, so Elliot Anderson plays primarily as a defensive midfielder for Nottingham Forest, and for England, of course, he's currently valued around 57.7 million euros, and he has played 36 games so far this season and has an average rating of 7.49, guys, which is very good for a defensive midfielder, and that's why United are interested in him and rating him highly. So this is how United's lineup will look. Along with Elliot Anderson, he would be playing with Manu in the midfield, most probably on the right hand side, and they would be forming a midfield partnership for United next season. So first of all, let's analyze that what kind of a partnership Anderson would make with Manu in the midfield for United. And in this article by Carl Anker for The Athletic, he has analyzed that how would Anderson pair as a midfielder along with Kobe Manu. And in the game against Japan on 31st of March, Elliot Anderson and Kobe Manu played together for 70 minutes and lost the game 1-0. But what did these 70 minutes tell us? When England was out of possession, Manu operated on the left-hand side of the pivot, taking up more advanced positions. Anderson on the right was anchoring the things. Majority of the moves in this game suggested that Anderson would make more of the defensive actions of the two. When England was in possession, the pair worked in close proximity. Manu's ball-carrying abilities allowed him to be a connector between the side's defense and attack, and the progressive passing duties were given to Anderson, as you can see from the picture here of Anderson passing the ball along to Palmer. Now let's break down the player traits for Elliot Anderson. Touches 97 percentile. Well, he is among the top 3% midfielders in the Premier League for percentage of touches. This shows elite involvement. Anderson is consistently on the ball. He acts as a central hub in the midfield, linking defense to attack, and is also heavily involved in the build-up play. Creativity, 84% chances created. Now, this high chance creation percentile shows that Anderson is not just a passer, he is a playmaker. He excels in giving key passes, through balls and attacking transitions, which helps the team in making attacking moves. Aerial duels won 83%. Now this is very strong for a midfielder, and this gives him an edge in winning second balls and defensive headers. Now have a look at Anderson's heat map. This heat map tells you everything about Anderson. Look at that. He's literally everywhere. From deep in his own half to the edge of the opponent's box, he covers the entire midfield. Most of his touches come in central areas, showing he controls the game and links the play. But what's impressive is how often he pushes forward while still tracking back defensively. This is the definition of a modern box-to-box midfielder. High energy, high involvement, and complete control of the midfield. Have a look at Anderson's pass map. Anderson has completed over 2,200 passes this season with 85% accuracy. This data shows us that Anderson is the main distributor, always available for the ball and dictates the tempo like a deep-lying playmaker or a box-to-box hybrid midfielder. Now if you take into account the progressive and risk-taking passing, we find many forward and diagonal arrows, not just sideways recycling. So clearly Anderson tries to break the lines, plays the progressive passes, not just the safe ones. He has a balance between safe and attacking play. The pass map shows a mix of short passes, control, and long or forward passes, progressive passes. This shows his tactical intelligence and that he can adapt to game situations and is not just one-dimensional. So when you combine everything, the stats, the heat map and the pass map, one thing becomes very clear. Anderson is the complete modern midfielder. He's involved in everything, with With 97% touches, he's constantly on the ball, controlling the tempo of the game. His heatmap shows he covers the entire pitch, defending deep, progressive play, and arriving in attacking areas. And then have a look at his passing. Over 2,300 passes with 85% accuracy, but more importantly, he's not just keeping possession, he's driving the team forward with progressive risk-taking passes. Add in his physicality with strong aerial duels and solid defensive work, and you got a true box-to-box engine. The only thing missing right now is assists and goals. That's the next step in his evolution. But overall, Elliot Anderson isn't just a promising player. He is becoming the kind of midfielder every top team, particularly United, needs. Reliable, dynamic, and capable of doing everything on the pitch. Thanks for watching and kindly subscribe.